guys, it's me and I'm back for another YouTube video, and today this is a bit of a story time video, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about my last day of high school. As you know, because of the current pandemic that's happening in the world, schools everywhere had to finish like way before like term ended. So that was fun. And if you didn't know, I was in year 11, which is the last year of high school before going off to college. The pandemic broke out, and we left before spring break. So spring break happened, and straight after spring break we would have started our exams and everything. But obviously that didn't happen. Thanks, Miss Rona. So yeah, we left before spring break, so we never had to do our exams. We never had to, we never got to have a proper leavers assembly, and we never got to have prom. I would have had prom last week, I think. I would have finished school the week before that, because as a year 11, once you finish all of your exams, you leave school earlier, like a month and a bit earlier than all the other students, which is like pretty cool. So I was really looking forward to that. But yeah, this is my story, I guess, my story time about my experience with leaving high school early because of a pandemic. So, when we were all told about, when the pandemic started to get really serious, and it reached the UK, I was telling all of my friends, we're going to leave before spring break. We're going to leave before spring break. This is getting serious. We're going to leave before spring break. And then it got to that Monday, and I was like, guys, I have a feeling we're going to leave on Friday. I have a feeling we're going to leave on Friday. Get ready, get ready. We're going to leave on Friday. I was telling everyone that, and no one believed me. They were like, it'd probably be next week, actually. And I was like, no, I feel like it's going to be Friday. It's getting way more serious now. But no one believed me. So we carried on our week, and then the government announced on the Thursday, I think it was either the Thursday or the Wednesday, that schools will be shutting that Friday. And I literally looked at my friend whose house I was around at the time, and I was like, see, I told you we're finishing on Friday. That was the start of the end of my high school career. So when it came to the Friday, I took in a notebook for people to sign and write leavers notes and goodbyes in, because I didn't want people signing my shirt, kind of thing. So I did that, and I have that in my drawer, and I will keep that forever, and I'm going to print off a bunch of pictures throughout my entire time at school. So it's like pictures of a bunch of me and my friends through like every year of high school that I have photos of us. But yeah, so I took that in, and a bunch of people signed it, and that made me really happy. I got like a few pages full. And yeah, so that Friday, as year 11s, we had to make sure that we took home every single course book. The only thing we didn't get to take home were art portfolios, as a just in case they need them there. But we took home our year 11 exam books because we were nowhere near finishing them yet. So that's the only thing of art that I actually got to take home, an unfinished sketchbook. So we have to collect those as the new school year begins. So that happened. So I left with a really heavy backpack because I just had like a bunch of books in there and stuff. Then like throughout the entire day, we were just like it was really sad. I wasn't really like the most upset person there, but it was really, really sad, just to see everyone walking around being so upset, and you'd have these just people running towards you, giving you hugs, going, I don't want you to go, I don't want you to go, because there were a few people that are younger than me that I used to hang around with, because they didn't really have many friends in their own year group. So that was really upsetting. So they would just be running towards people that they know, saying goodbyes. Everyone would have that. Here's the thing about my high school: you weren't allowed any of your phones out, but everyone, every single year 11 was just taking selfies with all of their friends during break, during lunch. One of my friends was leaving to go back to their parents that morning, so I helped her get all of her books that she had left to pick up, and then we said our goodbyes. They took us out of period 4 lesson, because I think, I'm not sure, either period 4 or period 5. They took us out of a lesson at the end of the day so we could have some sort of a leaders assembly. So our head of year, bless her heart, she put together this really just quickly put together presentation to put on the big boards in the hall, and everyone was crying. Everyone's like holding their friends' hands, or just the person they're sitting next to's hands, because everyone's just really upset. That's how that went. We had an assembly that morning too, and that's how it was in the assembly. And then we were all just sitting on these like benches. I mean, it was really funny. Put on pictures of all of us in year 7, and that was really, really funny to see how much some of us have really changed. And like people were like pointing out different people and going, look at what you used to look like, and everyone was just having fun, like a bunch of banter. So that was really nice, just to have that one big moment as a year group. Then for the rest of that time, we were allowed to walk around the hall, having photos with friends. Teachers were in there saying goodbyes, having photos with students and stuff like that. Obviously, this wasn't the ideal way that they wanted us that we were going to leave. So we did that, and we had a bunch of photos. We said goodbyes to teachers. It was very sad. I was just talking to like a few of the teachers who I had that year, and there was one teacher who I had because the teacher that I was having was like taking maternity leave because she was having a baby. So we had another teacher, and it was like when I like went to say goodbye to him, and I was like, dude, you've been a really good teacher for like 4 weeks that we've had you. But you've been like really nice, really funny, really sweet. And he was like, yeah, it's been a shame that I haven't been able to teach you for the rest of the year, and that all of this was cut short, because he had a really funny, nice way of teaching his students. He was a very serious guy, but he also knew when to have a joke, and that was really nice. But yeah, there was just a bunch of teachers it was like really hard to say goodbye to. For example, my ethics teacher, I've had him teach me since year 7. So I've been one of his students for 5 years, and he's been one of my favourite teachers, and I just had to say goodbye to him on that day, and I was like, I'm gonna miss you. He was the person that I always talked to if there was a new Star Wars film coming out, a new Marvel movie coming out. Like, he loves that kind of movie. And he's just a really fun, really nice teacher, and it was like, I have to say goodbye to you, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I was like, oh, it's really sad, and gonna make me cry. But yeah, it was really sad. I don't remember crying much. And a lot of my friends were bawling their eyes out and crying their heads off. But I just wasn't doing that. I feel like it's because I was already prepared that Monday to leave on Friday. I wasn't really, the shock didn't hit me as hard as other people. But it is really sad because, I was pretty sad because it was going to be the last time I'd see any of my friends in a long time. I've only seen one of my friends in person since that day, Kieran, who I've done a video with via call. And we had a socially distanced picnic. So that's when like up to 6 people from another household could come round, as long as you keep up social distancing. So we had a picnic in my garden and we did some social distancing, and then we went for a walk around the village, social distancing when we could. But yeah, I was really sad because I haven't been able to see any of my friends then, and I've been calling my friends as much as I can to keep in contact, but I won't be seeing them until we have prom / Leavers Day. So unlike a lot of schools, my high school is still doing a prom. They've just postponed it. So, you know, they said to us in our Leavers Assembly that we would still be having a prom, it would just be postponed to a later date. So that's fun. We still get to have a prom, and it's still going to be a really nice gathering with all of our friends and that. But yeah, that's basically what it was like, and that's how my final day of high school went out. And that's never how I imagined it going. That's never how I wanted the last day of high school going. I always imagined my last day of high school being like a huge relief, because I would have just finished an exam and I would just be hanging around with my friends going, cool, I hated that exam so much, like I don't like physics as much as the next guy, like that was a physics exam, that was terrible, I probably did really bad. But that's not how it went. We left, you know, before spring break, you know, before all of our exams started. And I remember messaging one of my friends, going, how was your first exam? Like on the day we were meant to have our first ever exam. And they were like, oh, it was tough. Like they were playing along with it. But it was like really sad to think, because it's like we were meant to be sitting like an exam that day and we weren't able to. Granted, I'm happy that we don't have to do the exams. I'm happy that I didn't have to do an exam. Because I feel like just the year went by so quickly. I just feel like I wasn't fully ready enough. Oddly enough, we finished school the week before I was going to start going to revision sessions. Like I planned to start going to revision sessions the following week. Like I went to 2 revision sessions previous to that, because it was ethics revision, and I was like, let's go. I need to like go into town anyway, but let's go to revision. So I did that. And it also helped me finish some of my coursework because I had the textbooks in front of me. But yeah, it was like the week before I decided to start going to revision sessions, so that really weirded me out. But yeah, so if you're wondering, the grading for our GCSEs are being taken with using our predicted grades, what our teachers think, and some mixed with some coursework and mock results. So it is going to be a mix, and I'm hoping to be mainly on target for the entire thing. My art teacher said that all of our teachers have said, all of my teachers have said to my classes anyway, saying like, I'm gonna fight for you, and so you can get the best grade that you can. Like if like they're like, I know you'll be able to hit this grade because you were like this close to it, or you were just borderline, so you're gonna get that grade hopefully. But we won't know until results day. With the restrictions slowly being lifted, I'm hoping results day will still be roughly the same time of year, so I don't have to wait even longer to find out what results I get. But yeah, that's just kind of how high school ended for me. It ended on a really low note. you know, we never got to do our exams. We never really got to say a proper goodbye to all of our friends and anything like that. And it's really heartbreaking because I've made some really strong bonds with a bunch of people there at high school, and you know, I never got to say proper goodbyes to them. So yeah, I mean, I was saying to one of my the friend who has moved back with her parents because she was living with her grandmother, I said, this isn't a goodbye, this is a see you later. We are still going to see each other again at prom, maybe leavers day, you know, results day even. Like, I will see you soon. This isn't goodbye. And I said that to every single one of my friends. I was like, this isn't a goodbye. Don't say goodbye. This is a see you later. We are still going to see each other afterwards. Like, we've already been planning, like, a bunch of different stuff that we're going to do when lockdown finishes and that. But yeah, it's now we've just got to play the waiting game and see what grades we get. I might do a reaction to my grades video if and when I get them. But I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below, how has your school life been affected by lockdown? Did you have to finish school early? How is where you live going to figure out your final grades for the year or for your entire school career at that place? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm really interested to see how school ended for different people. Are you guys still having prom, etc, etc. If you like this video, tag that like button with your likes, and also if you can, please hit that subscribe button down below. It means so much to me. I really want to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. It would just be like a milestone. It's a milestone that I've been waiting to happen for ages. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and like, we're literally in the home stretch. I'm like 30 subscribers away, and it would be amazing if I'd be able to hit 100 by the end of the year. It'd be even cooler if I could hit 100 before I go to college, but I don't know. But yeah, also whilst you're there, after you've hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell right next to it so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. I upload videos every Monday and Friday. This is the bonus video of the week to make up for the missing video last week. So this was meant to be Monday's video, but you know, yeah. So just hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, if I end up putting out a bonus video one week or whatever, so you know. Because I don't have a specific uploading time, it's easier for you, instead of having to search through your subscription feed to find my latest video. You just hit the notification bell and YouTube will notify you when the new video is up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all so much. Please stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.
But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you